Alright guys, so today I'm going to let you in on a couple of secrets that will help you avoid being a part of a roofing scam. So let's get started. Alright guys, so there's a couple of things that I want to let you know about the roofing industry. It's kind of the dark spots. Unfortunately, year in and year out, people deal with shady roofing contractors that take advantage of them, that do illegal things, that cut corners, that come in and eat up work from local contractors and then leave and are in the wind, never to be seen again. And that's why year in and year out, the number one most complained about type of company on the Better Business Bureau is roofing companies. And from being in the industry for a while now, I can see it firsthand. There's a lot of guys that do a lot of shady stuff. There is a lot of fraud that goes on the insurance side. There's a lot of people that promise the world and deliver a pile of turds. In my opinion, it's blatant, right out there, and makes sense why year in and year out we're number one most complained about industry on the Better Business Bureau. A lot of it has to do with the fact that there is an extremely low barrier to entry in a lot of places for roofing companies. So if you want to become an HVAC contractor or a plumber or a welder, there's certifications, there's a license that you have to get. Here in the state of Georgia, if you want to become a roofer, all you got to do is slap roofer on the side of your truck. A lot of people don't have any type of liability protection set up through an S Corp or an LLC. They don't have an actual business structure. They don't have a physical location. They don't have insurance, on and on and on. They just don't have an actual company. And because there's no licensing program, there's really no way for them to be held accountable. And so it makes all the good roofing companies that are trying to do it right, it gives us a bad name, and it's unfortunate. So today, I want to arm you guys with the knowledge to help you not run into a roofing scam. So I have 5 things that I want to go over. These 5 things, if you watch out for them, will definitely help you choose the right company and choose a company that operates with integrity and is not going to take advantage of you. So the first thing that you need to look out for if you're trying to spot a roofing scam is any company that won't show you their insurance. Anytime that we're dealing with a homeowner and they say, hey, look, I've dealt with roofing companies in the past and just want to make sure you have insurance. It's like, yeah, no problem. Here, I'll send you a PDF copy of it so that you can take a look at it. It's no problem. We have it readily available because we actually have insurance. And so if a company won't show you that they have insurance, I would run for the hills because they probably don't have it, and they'll be up doing work on your home with no liability protection, no insurance. If they flood your house, and they don't have insurance, or somebody falls off the roof, you're in deep water, let's say that. Number 2, a company that asks for more than a 50% deposit. So we only ask for a 25% deposit on retail jobs, meaning the customer is financing or paying out of pocket. And the reason being is because we want the homeowner to be comfortable. We don't want to ask for more than what we need to put you on the schedule. So if a company comes in and they say, you need to pay 75% or 100% up front, that should throw up a red flag for you because there's no reason why any company should be asking for that much money. There's probably one or two things going on. Either they're trying to take your money and run with it, or they're in some kind of financial trouble and they're using your deposit to pay for the last job they did. Either way, you don't want to be dealing with a company like that. Number 3 is a company that tells you that they can get you a free roof. So a lot of times you see this on the insurance side, and it's basically they're going to come in, go through the insurance process, and then they are going to waive your deductible. So for some people out there that have, a lot of companies are going to these 1%, 2%, 3%, 4% deductibles. Home values right now are still at the highest, they've ever been. And so as a result, if you have, a 5% deductible and a company agrees to waive your deductible, that saves you a lot of money. But at the end of the day, it's insurance fraud. Any healthy company that's waiving deductibles is not going to be healthy for very long. It's simple math. If you are, in business, you need to make a profit. And if you do 100 jobs in a year, and on average, the deductible is $1,000 and you waive it, well, you just waived $100,000. And companies that operate like that don't stay in business very long. If you're waiving deductibles, it's illegal and it cuts into your profit. And as a business, you have to be able to make a profit to be able to serve your current, past, and future customers. Number 4 is if you get a bid that's extremely low. So if you go out and you're getting a couple of bids, say you're getting 3 bids and Big Time Roofing bids on it and 2 other companies, our bid and one other company's bid is, within a couple hundred to maybe a couple $1,000s of each other, and then one is just far below. We're talking like $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 below what the other companies are at. You need to throw up a red flag and figure out why, because there's a couple of things that could be going on. One, they could be giving you way less of a roofing system than what the other companies are given, or 2, they could be just strictly undercutting to try to get the business, and they're going to do the cheapest job possible, and you're going to wind up saving money on the front end and spending money on the back end because the cheap job fails. So make sure you watch out for any bid that is extremely low. So number 5 is if they don't ask you to sign a contract, and this is actually very common. It's way more common in the industry than I thought it would be. People are like, yeah, he came over and did the work and paid him afterwards, and it's like, man, that's so crazy. In fact, I had a customer the other day that we did a repair for, and it was only a $700 repair, but I sent him a contract and he was like, is this really necessary? And I was like, yes, sir, it is necessary. It protects you and it protects me. It lays out clearly what the payment terms are. It lays out clearly what's owed. It lays out clearly what our scope of work is. It lays out our cancellation policy, our mediation if something happens. I mean, it lays everything out clear so that you have a copy and I have a copy. If a company is going to do a $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 job on your home and there's no contract involved, I would be skeptical of that, and I would ask them to make sure that they send you over a contract or find a contractor that can do it for a similar price that is going to provide a contract so that you are safe and the contractor is safe. And number 6, the final one, is if they don't have any online presence. So in today's world, you gotta have reviews, you gotta have a website, you gotta have some kind of social media. You need social proof. You need to show people that you've been in business for a long time, or that you've been in business even for not a long time, but that you have a body of work that you can show them that's similar to the job that you're gonna be doing on their home. And one of the things you have to watch out for if there's no online presence is and it's very common in the industry. People will go into business, they'll run the business into the ground, they'll start another business, they'll file bankruptcy, start another business, they just won't have any online presence. You really need to be wary of a company that's not out putting their work out there to show future customers that they're worthy of signing up, of you guys signing up with them. Those are the 6 things that I would watch out for to avoid getting scammed by roofers or construction people in general. There are a lot of shady roofing companies out there. There's a lot of roofing companies that don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of roofing companies that don't have the interests of the homeowners and the property owners, at the top of mind. I hope you guys learned something today. If you would, please consider heading over to our YouTube channel and giving us a subscribe. And while you're there, hit the thumbs up button. It helps us out in the algorithm. And also, if you like this content, we put a bunch more of it out on our Facebook, on our LinkedIn, on our TikTok. That's at Big Time Roofing LLC. I hope you guys have a great day.